Well, hello again. I say it every time. My name is Jeffrey Davis. This is Radio Entrepreneurs. And I don't know, I just got an anniversary notice on my LinkedIn a few weeks ago, and people were, congratulating me, and I was shocked. It's a long time. It's a lot of interviews, thousands. And through the thick and thin of all these interviews, there's been our weekly moment with the fabulous Marc Z from Marc Z Legal Staffing. And I'm glad to share again our Marc Z Moment. Welcome back, Marc.
Thank you, Jeff. Great to be here. Hope you had a great holiday and you're looking forward to a great end of year in 2025.
It's great. Thank you. We had a good time. I hope you did as well.
Yes,
Always overeating, and now
that's a
I'm
problem.
now I'm balancing back out again. So, Marc, what's the hot topic today?
So the hot topic of today, and that's going to lead into 2025, is employers using skill marketing and background that would be right for the position versus using traditional barriers. So, for example, a lot of employers today will not require a college degree for certain roles that they used to. They'll say or an alternative experience. So in order to, first of all, get the kind of pool of talent to meet the job goals, you have to be a little bit more open. Secondly, what employers are looking at are not only hard skills, but soft skills. And that's not found in advanced degrees either. So as employers are searching for talent, and there's a limited talent pool as we go into 2025. The needs of employers have grown. There are more opportunities out there. Employers and employees are looking now at there's a possibility of hiring a certain person with a certain background that there wasn't before.
Well, I think you're saying a lot of things, and a lot of things have happened since you and I were younger and gained experience. Uh, so, what does this mean to both sides, to the people looking for work and for the people recruiting? Does this change the recruiting process?
It does. For employers, it's going to open up some pools of talent that they didn't have before because they had some solid barriers that they had established to screen out certain talent in order to fill the position with what they were looking for the role. And for employees, it opens up being able to now apply for certain roles that they weren't able to do so before and potentially be hired and be on a career track that wasn't necessarily in their focus even a year or two ago.
Well, a lot of people have opted out of university. We've seen that trend in the last few years. And if that's leading to better experience and people who believe in learning, that may be more practical.
Right, right. No, that's where they're going, is more practical. How does the potential candidate relate to other coworkers or even being able to work with their direct supervisor, as opposed to having a college or advanced degree to make them qualified for the position that they may not necessarily be the right fit with the team, but the right fit for the position in terms of its requirements and in terms of the particular background that the firm or company had traditionally been looking for.
I'll just use myself as an example for you. When I was finishing university, my mother, and I was never the most academically inclined person by
Right,
motivation. My mother encouraged me to work for brilliant people, to learn how brilliant people worked and thought, and to mentor myself, and then not look for money at the beginning, to look for the
right,
best training. And I can
right,
remember my first two or three positions where I worked with people who truly were world class. And I really learned a lot from them, much more than I did in my degree. So I think that to this day, that those mentoring situations that I received were the most beneficial in my career, better than my college and university or graduate education.
Absolutely. They call it, or they used to call it, the School of Hard Knocks, where you get your training in the job and you get your mentorship in the job versus the traditional academic institutions. So I think that it still holds true today, and especially a lot of firms and companies and organizations establish mentorship programs so that the new employee and employees that they want to develop will have the right coaching and the right guidance to be successful in their jobs.
Good advice, Mark. Get the experience, learn, hire the best people possible, open up your mind to what you really need for the position. Just yesterday, I was with a CEO, and all we talked about were recruiting problems and how people were recruiting the wrong people. Last week, again, in a discussion with another client about how people, almost lost the right candidate by asking the wrong questions.
Right.
Which you know in your profession. Mark, clearly you're an asset in helping people find the right talent. How do people find you?
Well, first of all, go to our wonderful Radio Entrepreneurs website, radioentrepreneurs.com. Google Marc Z, M-A-R-C, and the letter Z, we come right up. MarcZlegal.com, MarcZlegal.com, and 617-338-1300.
That's great, Mark. And we look forward to more interviews with you and more interviews in, hard to believe, 2025. All the best to you and your family from Radio Entrepreneurs.
You too. Thank you.